Emmerdale has promised fans an action-packed week that will change everything, and by the time the credits roll on Friday's edition of the ITV soap, at least one mainstay will have lost their life. The week in question, which commences tonight, sees the arrival of Mandy, Dingle and Paul Ashdale's wedding extravaganza. The question is, will they make it down the aisle? The jury is still out on that one, after Friday's edition of the long-running serial drama saw Erin Dingle kidnap Connor Cooper, who knows all of Paul's gambling and abuse secrets. Liv Flaherty will attempt to investigate, and after a word with Connor, she puts two and two together. Whether or not she will expose Paul ahead of his nuptials remains to be seen, but what we do know is that flash-forward scenes will reveal that one of the residents of the eponymous village will lose their life. But just who dies? Who dies in Emmerdale? We're afraid the answer to that question is being kept under wraps. Liv's investigation into Paul's actions ultimately put her in danger, as she confronts the abuser in the barn. Could it perhaps be Liv that perishes during the big week? Jimmy King, meanwhile, is also in extreme danger, as he's blinded by the light while racing back to the village in his truck. Struggling to breathe, he loses control. Is Jimmy the casualty? Vinny also finds himself on the receiving end of another beating, so could this be the worst beating yet? If so, could it be Vinny that perhaps meets his maker? Or could it be someone else entirely? Will Paul die as the truth is exposed, for example? Who is in the hospital in Emmerdale? Tonight's episode of the ITV soap features a gritty flash-forward sequence, which sees multiple casualties wheeled into the hospital. Throughout the week, 3 hospital beds will be revealed, as will the identity of the residents who occupy said beds, and before long, at least one of them will seemingly die. The question is, just who is in the hospital beds? That we do not know, and thus we'll just have to keep watching in order to find out. What happens in Emmerdale, and is there an accident? It seems as if there is, in fact, an accident which takes place this week, resulting in multiple casualties. As of yet, we do not know what exactly it is that puts so many lives in danger, but with discussions about the show having tackled a huge stunt during the week in question, it's likely that it's not something you'll want to miss.